With Zach Frost, how's the day going?
You know, it's going good. We're flipping scripts, we're bonusing coins, we're making it rain. Just avoid the torque box and you're chilling.
Okay.
All you gotta do.
All right, and what's your record so far?
2-1. We do not avoid one torque box.
Okay, excellent.
Hello.
Mr. Peacock, how's it going today?
It's going good. I played against Game Smart round 2.
Okay.
It was a Zard mirror.
Okay.
And I came here because, I don't have that much time to practice. I'll play Zard at Simple. And then I hit the hardest mirror that I can possibly think of, Game Smart with a Hero's Cape. Hero's Cape Zard, yeah, very difficult matchup. And then
Big guy.
Yeah, 430 HP Pokemon, yeah, how am I supposed to deal with that? So they just went ahead and 2-0'd me. The game, round 3, I played Grim. That also didn't go well, so I'm now 1-2, but just gonna try to climb back.
The dream is still alive.
Yes.
All right, Dylan.
I think I caught the fraud disease.
Yeah.
I'm playing Goldengo.
Oh yeah. Broken deck.
I have never played a turbo deck to a regional before. I've always played pretty pure slow decks. This is incredible. This feels so good. I'm donking people.
You're drawing cards.
Yeah, I'm drawing cards. I'm donking people. I don't have to sit there and make like a line that is like forever into the game. This is awesome.
You just knock out the guy in front of you.
Yeah, just kill the
with
guy
the
in front.
correct guy on your board.
Yep.
And that's it.
If they hit into me, I throw.
Yep.
You know, it's like not.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Nice. Yeah, it is beautiful.
And your record?
201.
Okay, all right. How we doing? We got
Andrew,
Joe Cornell. All right, how's it going, Joe?
Oh, it's going great. 2-1, same 60 as Dylan. Beat control last round. Sacked by Jelly Guardy. You know how it is. But all my opponents were nice. It's been a pretty good day so far. And I think we're teched out. I think we're poised to do pretty good here. So,
Okay, all right. Well, I'll be rooting for you boys. I'm very excited to see you all here. So good luck. Got there round 4. Was playing against a Gardevoir and had a really tough game 1 actually. Lost game 1. I needed any or boss to win it. Coming down the line to heal a damaged Absol, and I just couldn't find it. So then I had to Iono my opponent instead, and they ended up drawing the way to recover Screen Tail and knock out my bench damaged Absol for 3 prizes. So that was tough. But in games 2 and 3, I set up perfectly. My opponent didn't get much going on game 2 and scooped early. And then game 3, I was able to establish double Absol with double Mist, and that's a very strong board against the Guardy deck. There's really not a lot that they can do about that, especially when you're removing their resources every turn. So it was a good set. Felt good to get the win versus Guardy. I was definitely sweating after the game 1 loss, but that's why we're playing best of 3. Round 5, unfortunately, a tie. I played against Sarah Ledge, and game 1 went great. It was a pretty long game 1, and really came down to the wire, but my opponent eventually scooped because I was able to trap some of his Pokemon that he didn't want active in the active with Clutch. And then game 2, it was very close. It really wasn't a game that I ought to have scooped. So I played it out, and my opponent was able to reach at the end of the game with an Iono to hit 390 damage to 1-hit KO my Absol with Lively Stadium and Charm on it. So they got there, and game 3 just wasn't ever really going to conclude. So 3-1-1, it's not bad. There was 3 Jet Energy in my opponent's Sarah Ledge deck, which definitely made the matchup a little bit more difficult, I think, as he wasn't really as bothered by Yveltal as I would have liked. But 3-1-1. If we can win the next 3, that would be great. We'll see. I hit Sarah Ledge again, which is not ideal, and I lost 2 games straight. So now 3-2-1 just not great. I think I'm out of top 8 contention at this point. We're still in contention for phase 2 if I win out my next 2 rounds. So maybe if I go on an absolute tear, I could actually place well. But at this point, I think Sarah Ledge is a really tough matchup for the deck. They could just get to that number. I think my opponent just did 380 damage to win the game or something, 390. again. So they could just get to that number, and they play plenty of like jet energies to switch out of your disruption. They play. My
Nice.
opponent just played 2 Turo and a pair of jet energies. So I mean, there's just like a lot of options for them to move their guys, and there's a certain amount of like inevitability to it, especially with the legacy energy, being able to manipulate things. Yeah, just not great. So we dropped at 3-3-1. Had a just tough time against Terrabox. Dead Drew in game 2, game 1. Things just didn't go quite right. And I lost. It's honestly pretty tough for me as a competitive person to kind of like be 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the competitive
Wow.
scene. To just try and like dip in sometimes. I just am very competitive. It's hard, right? Like I have a lot of drive, but at a certain point, like I've been doing it so long too that it's got me feeling a whole bunch of different types of ways. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I was filled with joy and whimsy yesterday, just playing in side events, getting to meet up with fans, getting to see a lot of different people. It was really cool. And having not been at many events lately, I really appreciate that part of this trip. So that was really cool. All right, we got an update from Joe. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing great. 5-2-1 in the phase 2 of the Milwaukee Regional Championships. I'm super stoked. I was gonna make my opponent play last round. Checked the old Limitless page. Saw they played Dragapult in Pittsburgh. I was like, that's
Wow.
great. I'm gonna make him play. We were talking about it. I said, dude, if you show me a Cyril GX, I will ID with you right now. And he did. He flipped it right over. I was like, okay, I'll take that, dude. I don't want no smoke, bro. I know, not like that. I dodged Cyril Edge all day. I dodged the cornerstones all day.
Oh my god.
I'm lucky and gifted and very, very skilled. Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, good luck in phase 2, brother. Get that
Thank you,
cash.
thank you, dude.
Get that cash. Let's go.
I'm doing it at home.
Let's go. Since both of us scrubbed out, Jesse and I hit the road to drive back to Cleveland on Saturday night. I ended up getting home really late, but I was happy to be home as it gave me an opportunity to spend another day with my son, and I was really feeling pretty homesick and missing him quite a
The
bit. at this
fuck?
point. As for the tournament, it made me really happy to see our local players who I see week in and week out at Full Grip Games doing well on a bigger stage, and was so stoked for Joe making phase 2 of this event. Riley also qualified for phase 2 with a record of 5-2-1, and then went on to have a pretty good run, finishing in the top 128. I don't know when I'll get to attend my next major tournament. At this point in my life, it kind of feels like a luxury, a treat to get to go out to a big event like this. I've got a lot of other stuff and responsibilities going on, and honestly, competing at Pokemon is a hobby, right? It doesn't pay the bills, so I have to focus on the things that do. Lately, I've been feeling really motivated by the things that I can do closer to home,
Alright.
like tournament production and video projects. And I've got a lot of really
This.
exciting projects on the horizon that I can't wait to share with you guys. We've also got our next major release weekend cash event coming up soon at Full Grip Games.
Wow.
Phantasmal Flames $6,000 cash doubleheader happening on Saturday, November 22nd and Sunday, November 23rd. So if you've ever wanted to make a trip out to Full Grip Games in lovely Akron, Ohio, definitely make sure to check it out at fullgripgames.com. And I know it's been a while, but I also got a new Tricky Hideout video that's in production right now, which should go out next week. So stay tuned for that as well. Y'all take it easy and have a good one. I'll catch you next time.
Rent is due. Late. Is this trash, man? Putang ina. Okay, so all the hits are Oscar Industries, Leyline Binding, comic book art, Behold the Sinister Six, comic panel version, Rent is Due, Lethal Protection, Not Standard Legal, Foil, Borderless Spider, piloted by Penny, Craven's Last Hunt, what a shit card, another shit card, okay card, Lizard, Doc Ock, why is this a mythic, an anthem, Savage Beating, comic book art, Eddie Brock, nice I guess, Gwen Stacy, that becomes Ghost Spider, maybe because she died, Mary Jane Watson, Sandman, Spider-Woman, Spider-Ham, Maximum Carnage. Boo!